Welcome to Miss Rizal 2021. We are live now at Calamba, Laguna. At this moment, we will going to announce our top 3 in no particular order. Starting with Miss Japan. Take your spot, Miss United Kingdom. And for the final spot, please take your place, Miss Philippines. We'll get back to you in few minutes. And we're now back. Before we proceed to our Q&A, let us meet our judge, the great-great-grandson of Maximo Viola. Let us all give a round of applause for Maximo Paula.
It's a pleasure to meet these fresh, beautiful young ladies in front of me.
Let us now proceed to our questions. Miss Japan, please go in front. Our question will be coming from our judge, Mr. Maximo Paula. Please do the honor.
For Miss Japan, how are you?
I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay, this is your question. What is your insights about Jose Rizal's life as a student?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Education is the only thing that will never be taken away from us. And we all know Rizal's first teacher was his mother, and he was gifted with intelligence, but he still wants to expand his knowledge. Knowing this made me realize that even the brightest mind needs perseverance in order to be successful. Rizal as a student is a great example for the youth. He shows that knowing is not enough and learning is a never-ending process. I believe that if Rizal can do it, then so can we. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Japan. And now, this is your moment, Miss United Kingdom.
For Miss United Kingdom, your question is, what is your insights about Jose Rizal's life as an artist?
Thank you for your wonderful question. When it comes to reviewing Rizal's array of created works, he is indeed Renaissance, in the sense that he excelled in a variety of art forms. He was an artist, a master of written word as evident by his poem. He was a novelist who kept a journal and wrote dramas and plays, including No Limitan Jure and El Filibusterismo, his 2 novels. He was a fine artist who painted, sketched, drew, sculpted, and carved wood using a variety of media, including oil, watercolors, crayon, paper, and shells. One of his teachers recalls him melting the fruits of a certain tree in the Philippines and sculpting with a molten wax-like material. He was also a songwriter, writing songs about the areas around the Piden, childhood happiness, and the value of schooling, such as Himno at Talisay. He worked on this piece with a student at the school he helped create in the Pitan, Zamboanga. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss United Kingdom. And now, Miss Philippines.
Okay, your question is, what is your insights about Jose Rizal's dream for Filipinos and his heroism?
You know what? The way he selflessly devoted himself to his country's well-being is what makes him a hero. Pinoy pride was started by him. I am proudly Pinoy because this man had talents and he used them to the best he could, for not only his dream but for his whole country to the best of his ability, selflessly and non-violently. and I believe we all have that same power to inspire an entire country. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Philippines. We'll get back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Miss Universal 2021. Combined votes and score by judges are officially tallied by the committee. You are part of the top 2 Miss United Kingdom and Miss Philippines. Now may we call on Mr. Maximo Paula to ask the final question to our final 2 contestants.
For Miss United Kingdom, this is your final question. If Rizal is alive today, what could be his profession and how would he react to the current political situation in the country? And ask what could be his view on China's claim to our islands at the West Philippine Sea.
Thank you for your question. I believe if Rizal is still alive today, he could be a political analyst. Given our current political situation, he would probably develop actionable steps that will improve government processes, just like what he did in the Spanish government. Knowing Rizal, he would fight for what is right and just for his countrymen, and that includes our claim in the West Philippines.
Okay, thank you, Miss United Kingdom. Take your place, Miss Philippines, and this is your final question. If Rizal is alive today, what could be his profession and how would he react to the current political situation in the country? And ask what could be his view on China's claim to our islands at the West Philippine Sea.
If Rizal is still alive today, he could be our next president. Certainly, he would have many things to say about the evils of drugs as the new social cancer, but he might not be pleased with the leadership style of President Duterte. In our president, Rizal might see a little Padre Damaso and a little Captain Tiago, and definitely he may develop a dislike of such characters as Apollo Quiboloy, whom he might compare to Padre Salve. But Rizal might be fascinated by the sartorial elegance and colorful language of Secretary Sal Panelo. One of the greatest challenges faced by our country today is how to defend and preserve our sovereign rights in our exclusive economic zone in the West Philippine Sea. That weapon, the great equalizer, is the rule of law. Under the rule of law, right prevails over might, and this, I think, is how Rizal would react.
Wow! Those answers are very mind-blowing, but we can only choose one winner for this competition. Our judge have already picked a winner for this year's Universal 2021. Is it Miss United Kingdom or Miss Philippines? The crowds are going crazy! I will announce now the winner. Our Miss Universal 2021 is no other than Miss Philippines! Take your first walk as Miss Universal 2021. Again, your Miss Universal 2021 is Miss Philippines. Thank you so much for watching.